Welcome to this week's edition of the Catamount Football Show. We're going to take a look back at the Northwest football game and also talk about the bye week coming up and the next game against Sequoyah. So stay right here, back with more Catamount football in just a minute.
You know what makes Carpet Express different from other flooring companies? We care about you. So that you can make the right choice for your home, at Carpet Express we offer carpet, vinyl, wood, laminate, ceramic tile, and luxury vinyl tile. We don't only sell you a product. At Carpet Express, we offer quality installation backed by a warranty. We don't stock one or two products. At Carpet Express, we stock up to 100 different products in each category at affordable prices. So come to Carpet Express where we care about you.
I'm Kelsey with the Chick-fil-A here in Dalton, and we're partnering again this year with the Dalton Quarterback Club to provide you an awesome tailgate meal each home game starting at 5:30. Be sure to be here by 6 o'clock for the catwalk and get your Chick-fil-A meal with Coke products sold separately. Chick-fil-A of Dalton reminds you to eat more chicken
and go be great! Go
I was sinking deep underneath.
All right, Coach Lane, let's talk a little bit about the Northwest game. All around good team effort.
Sure.
You know, lots of things to improve on, but a pretty good night.
Well, you certainly come into a game like that understanding that you've come off of a game where you've scored a lot of points, and you're really kind of anxious to see how you will respond. And I thought our coaches did an outstanding job last week. Kind of our theme all week was emotion versus execution. You know, we can't get caught up in the emotive part of the game. Certainly it's a given you have to have some emotion, but it's really more about execution this year. That's what we're going to talk about week in, week out, regardless of who the opponent is. And so the thing that we want to focus on is coming in the game, understanding our assignments, carrying out our assignments, then understanding adjustments on the sidelines, and then carrying those out on the field. So those are the criteria that we're looking at. Certainly against Northwest, I felt like we played not flawless, but we played certainly better at times than we did the week before. And we said that was kind of our bogey. We're going to shoot to be better on Saturday morning than we were the Saturday morning prior. But then you get into Sunday's film, you get into Monday's film watching with the players, and you begin to see the things you didn't do well. And that's what I love about being at Dalton is you can win a game 73-7, and still you got to go back and you got to peruse through those films and say, look, wrong step, wrong man, wrong coverage, didn't communicate. I mean, and there's plenty with high school kids. These guys don't have contracts or shoe deals. There's plenty to talk about on Monday's film session after a game on Friday night, regardless of score.
Absolutely. First two games, we've scored a lot of points, 135 points, I think it is in the first two games. I've had a lot of people asking me, you know,
sure,
why are you guys running up the score?
Right.
I mean, and address that, because we're not.
Well, we're not. I would address it in two ways. One is Jahmyr. Right. And I'm just being quite honest and certainly not saying he's the greatest player in high school football. What I am saying is this. He is scoring right now on a very low number of touches. The other night against Ringgold, he had 7 touches in the first half for 153 yards and 3 scores. So 3 scores on 7 touches.
Right.
We saw that happen very similar this week against Northwest. So that's kind of number one. Our big plays are more than we've had in the past. So I would say that's kind of where it starts. I think secondly, though, and I think this is where it gets a little uncomfortable, but it is just what it is. All I've got to do is mention four numbers. 1980. 1980.
Took the words right out of my mouth. I was on that team.
That's right. You talk a little bit about that, and
we had a very good team in 1980, and we were beating teams. In halftime, we'd be up 30, 40, 50 points, and Coach Chappell would take us out. We wouldn't play the second half. And we went along the season that way, and when it came to the playoffs, we lost in the first round. Probably one of the best, most talented teams we've ever had here at Dalton. And Coach Chappell still says today that's his biggest regret in coaching. he said, and we like Coach Robinson and Coach Akins.
Absolutely.
Not
Some of our
trying
best
to
friends,
not trying to
honestly.
embarrass anybody, but we've got to do what's best for
Absolutely.
the Dalton High football team, and those guys playing in the third quarter is important, because when we start playing Sequoyah and Creekview and Harrison, and then you get into the playoffs,
Yeah,
they got to be able to go
there's
3 and 4 quarters.
There's conditioning that you do where we go out on the field and we run wind sprints, but there's game conditioning where you're actually working against a body 6 seconds at a time, 65, 70, 75 times a game. And I think that's something that we have to prepare for, and we're committed. We tell our kids every week, we're going to be in 3 quarters for sure. I mean, that's the given. You got to be in 3 quarters. Now, I think there's another phase of this, though, as well. And this is where I think it gets a little confusing. The old, and certainly we've been on this side, that, okay, now you start passing in the fourth quarter.
Right.
Okay, well, you're trying to run the score up. Well, but in today's offense, 40 to 50% of your offensive plays are either RPOs or passes.
Right.
So now you're not only bringing personnel out of the game, you're now limiting your playbook, which is opportunity for those young guys to develop and for us to really evaluate them. But I think I always come down to this, and I think the question I've been asked when anything is about, why do we keep certain guys in, or why do we keep starters in? And here's the reality. You're only got a handful of games. These guys have worked hard for this. And for us to go in and pull those guys at halftime or something like that, that's unfair to them. I'm not coaching the other team. You're not coaching the other team. It's unfair to these guys that they've worked that hard. Now, certainly we have to be fiduciary. We need to be smart with our kids, and we do that. We track hits. We track hard hits. But the reality is, you can twist your ankle coming down, walking down your car.
You can't play or coach being afraid of it.
That's exactly right.
An injury.
Of anything.
Right.
Of anything.
I mean, you just gotta.
And so anyhow, I think it's one of those things. Certainly, I don't see that happening down the road. Right now we're about to get into region play, where certainly the level of talent, I think that's the number one thing, but certainly coaching and teams and all that stuff, man, it really starts picking up. And we needed the conditioning in these first 2 games, and so I'm proud of our guys for playing hard. I'm proud of our coaches for playing hard. And, this is 2019. 2020 will be different.
Absolutely.
Just like 2018 was different.
We may be on the other end of it.
We're coming up on a game where we were down 42
That's
to
right.
14, and the team onside kicked on us. I'm not saying you remember that, but you do remember that. You know what I'm saying? So anyhow, we didn't do that, and we're not going to do that right there.
Well, let's take a quick break. We'll be back in just a minute.
Hi, my name is Charles R. Hicks Sr. I'm the owner of Transformers Transmission Complete Auto Repair Specialist, and we are excited. It is football season. Another thing that we're excited about is our new facility opening here at 844 Sugar Road in Dalton, Georgia. Our other location at 815 East Walnut Avenue is still open to help continue your car service. So just give us a call at 706-529-2706. And from the Transformers family, God bless and have a beautiful day.
With VidLink, OptiLink's exciting new entertainment platform, you'll have the freedom to stream VidLink content on multiple devices, even when away from home. Plus, with VidLink, you can access the widest array of content on the market. You'll get great features like Restart, Replay, cloud-based DVR storage, all HD programming, and so much more. Contact us today to see how you can get linked to the next big thing in video entertainment.
Buy from the pros who know at Performance Sports Academy. Our pro shop has one of the largest selections of bats, gloves, and cleats in the North Georgia area, featuring Rawlings, Wilson, Louisville Slugger, DeMarini, Mizuno, and the largest New Balance cleat dealer in the area. We provide baseball and softball gear for travel leagues, rec leagues, middle school, and high school programs. Get your baseball and softball training, equipment, and uniforms from the former collegiate and professional players who know at Performance Sports Academy. PerformanceSportsAcademy.com.
Welcome back to the Catamount Football Show, and we've got our coach segment. We've got Coach Adam Martinez. Coach, thanks for coming on the show.
Thanks, glad to be here.
Absolutely. Why don't you talk a little bit about your responsibilities with the football team this year? You got a lot of things going on.
Right, I do. Coach Bennett has, I guess, dubbed me the equipment guy. So that and trying to get almost 100 kids dressed, fitted for helmets, shoulder pads.
That is just, people don't understand, that is a major undertaking.
It is.
right?
Every piece of equipment we give it to them individually. It's not a socialism type thing where everybody comes and gets it as you would like, but we measure every kid, want to protect them. And then the parts that go in the helmets themselves, technology has really helped us with that. But every little snap, so you see me on the sidelines, I'm either keeping the towels dry, keeping the balls dry, handling equipment, and plus my other duties as offense coordinator.
How have you seen the equipment change since you've been involved with football?
We've gone from the old double padded shoulder pads that were really, really tall and neck rolls to some of our guys are wearing carbon fiber now, where it's a jersey and then with the exoskeleton on top of it. The technology of helmets, Virginia Tech puts out a study every year of the ratings of the helmets, and we're proud to say as Catamount family that we put those types of helmets on our kids, and we measure every kid individually. It's a very long process that we start in the spring once we get our helmets in.
That's a great point, because you got parents that are afraid, and rightly so, of kids getting concussions. Sure. They don't want that to happen. You guys like you say, we're getting the best helmets, and you guys are really fitting them.
Right. There's a process to it. Both companies that we use currently is Rydell and Schutt. We get no kickback from them at all, but there's a process of measuring that particular helmet and what it should look like on a kid. And then where we have difficulty sometimes is in our freshman and sophomore years, because the kids are still growing. And sometimes they're a tweener, and what we call a tweener is that the large doesn't fit them, but the medium's too tight. And so we have to be really careful how we fit that helmet. And sometimes one year it may be a Schutt that they have to get, the other year it may be a Rydell that they get. And then, of course, with NCAA and everybody wants to look good, play good, right? A lot of kids are purchasing their helmets and using that flex helmet that you see on Friday nights.
Mm-hmm. So, and that's an option that they have, right?
Absolutely.
If they and the ones we give them are great, but if they want to go out and purchase one of those,
right? It's a little bit more expensive helmet that we don't buy as a school system, but they're able to do that on their own. But with proper measurement, then they put forth the order of what I tell them what their measurements are.
And sometimes you get cases with the big guys where they got to have pants or
extra triple X this year,
which is a good problem to have.
It's a good problem to have, but and then extra large helmets, which I told you it looked like a front of a Freightliner truck with all the plastic that's on it. So yeah, that's one part of my job that I do Monday through Friday. It never stops. There's always something that needs to be done equipment wise. So that part of it, and then I'm the offensive coordinator, and I help Coach Land help see what's on the field on Friday nights, and as we develop and also with practice. And so all those types of deals, and probably more that I don't even know of.
Well, you also coach the running backs, and that's what I want to talk to you about. Is talk about coaching a kid like Jahmyr with the ability he has, but I think his development over the last 4 years. Can I talk about that?
Well, I came back 3 years ago, and football changed. What we were doing changed. I was an eye guy at one time, and then all we did was pound it. My drills were different. Everything was different. So I had to research that out myself. Luckily, having friends in the field above us in D1 allowed me to do that. So as we developed it, I've known Jahmyr since he was in preschool, and I was his PE teacher. I was his middle school assistant principal, and now as his running back coach and teacher. And I'll say that for all my backs with Josh Moore and with Maurice Howard. It's one of those things that it's not where they were 3 years ago, but it all starts, the same thing I've said for years, it all starts with ball security, our body lean, but then our drills that we do, we're really putting a big emphasis on burst of speed. Yes, they're going to get through it. Yes, we're going to, with the zone, it's slow to it, fast through it. We teach that, but it's that extra gear that every one of them possess, that where Josh is more of a pounder, but Maurice and Jahmyr definitely have that extra gear, and you just remember when you're going to see it. So we teach every day. Every one of our drills has a ball security drill, some type of toughness drill, and we're going to try to strip it out of them in practice. We were not very careful with it our first game. I thought we improved a couple of things that we talked about between the Ringo game and the Northwest game that I wanted to see them to accelerate more. Right. They did that, and then that's what it comes down to. As good as they are number-wise, they're very coachable, and I'll say that about my group. It's the smallest group I ever had. It's just 3 of us down there, but it's the smallest group I've ever coached. But they work hard every day.
That's great. Before we wrap up and let you go, update us on your family. You got a couple of
I
future
do.
Catamounts
Well, I
coming.
tell you, it's for our family right now. It's middle school football on Thursday night, our football game on Friday night, and then my son Jack is playing with the 9U Cats team, and that's Saturday. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we have a full
So you
slate.
got Austin going on the
Austin's playing
middle school
receiver right
team.
now at the middle school team. He's really tall and lanky. He's done a great job, and he's really trying to learn that position. Jack is a receiver as well as his
And
older
also
brother.
a kicker coach.
He is our kicking coach. You see him on Friday nights. I don't know that he takes credit for all the kickers, but for most of them he will.
All right, very good.
Absolutely.
Thanks for coming on. Appreciate everything you do.
Good.
Stay right here, back with more in just a minute.
Ford of Dalton, your hometown Ford dealership, offers our exclusive 10-year, 150,000-mile limited warranty and our $1,000 low price guarantee. Ford of Dalton, I-75 exit 336 or fordofdalton.com.
Home is a place where all are welcome. It's where the story begins. It's not a place, it's a feeling. Home is where the heart is. At Furniture of Dalton, we handpick each of our 150 brands so that you can find your perfect heart's desire. Come see what you've been missing at Carpets of Dalton and Furniture of Dalton, the destination that brings you home. Exit 328 off I-75.
At Engineered Floors, we make sure better is in every detail. Technology has always been the foundation of Engineered Floors, pushing past what we believed was possible. Rather than having several buildings for each part of our manufacturing process, we've put everything under one roof, from beginning to end, which means easier production, faster turnarounds, and better work environments. When it comes to the environment, we've taken extra care to leave a smaller footprint, especially as we grow. Stain-resistant, pet-friendly, durable, beautiful, guaranteed. We create our flooring with our customers and their daily needs in mind. We are invested in this community and the economy that has been created by the industry we love. And after all of this, we still know that we can do more. As long as our customers need us, we'll continue to fearlessly pursue better.
Ford of Dalton, your hometown Ford dealership, offers our exclusive 10-year, 150,000-mile limited warranty and our $1,000 low price guarantee. Ford of Dalton, I-75 exit 336 or fordofdalton.com.
Back on the Catamount Football Show, we've got our player interview segment. Guys, welcome to the show and introduce yourselves, please.
Malachi Gregory, number 21. I'm a cornerback.
And a senior, right?
Senior, yes, sir.
I'm Harrison Jones, senior, number 62, long snapper and defensive end.
All right, Malachi, let's start with you. Tell me about, you're kind of the old guy now in that defensive backfield, right?
Yes, sir.
So talk to me about that, what you're doing to get coordinated with the young guys and how that experience is going.
I'm kind of really close to Parker and Mauricio. I'm used to having them, since I first came, and I played with them back in rec league, so, it's kind of the same. And then AJ just fits on in there, so, I mean.
How is that playing with guys you grew up playing your whole life with?
It's like, it's easier. It's a good connection right there, so we can all play together. We get along, so it's just a good connection.
Now, in our defensive scheme, a lot of times you get put on an island by yourself. Talk about your responsibilities and that kind of feeling when you know that it's me versus that receiver and that I don't have any help.
It's just a confidence thing, I guess, got to have confidence. And, I mean, I kind of like it out there because, it's just you and him. You don't got to worry about people blindsiding you, getting in the pal and the jump. So, I mean.
What are some of the keys you look for before the ball snapped? Like when the receiver lines up, what are you trying to read? What are you trying to look at with him?
Oh, a lot of them, they'll make contact with the quarterback or they'll be rubbing their hands together. That's how you know they're going on a pass, but they're not really good at playing it off, so they'll do something simple like that, or that's how you know if we're going on a pass or something.
Yeah.
Other than that, they're probably blocking, jogging
yeah,
off the
so
line.
that's a. I mean, for a young guy playing wide receiver, that's a great tip, right? You got to kind of try to look. You want them to look the same,
right?
That's more difficult on you, right?
You're right.
So talk about the rest of the defense. You guys had a great effort Friday night. Talk about the game a little bit.
I feel like we're pretty good. I think we're going to be strong this year. We're going help our team make it pretty far this year. I think it's gonna be different than last year. It's gonna be fun, real fun.
Yep. How about goals for yourself for the season?
I would at least have 5 picks this year. I didn't have any last year. A lot of deflections, no picks, but hopefully we get some this year.
Absolutely.
A lot of turnovers.
Absolutely. Hopefully we can get teams in a throwing mode, and that helps when they've got to start throwing the ball a lot,
Yes,
right?
sir.
All right, we're doing a good job. Thanks for coming on the show.
Appreciate it.
All right, Harrison, let's talk to you. Talk to me about you've taken on a new responsibility this year. Talk about that and what you've done to kind of get yourself, I guess, more proficient at long snapping.
Well, with long snapping, the key to it is to stay calm and collective, because if you get worked up, your nerves start hitting, you'll mess up. So probably the best way to work with that is to continuously work with the punters. That way you get in a rhythm with them, and you can kind of communicate with each other, and you can control how you do it based on where they are and how they like it.
What have you done? Kind of fill us in on what you did in the preseason, and because you've worked with a lot of people and trying to really hone that skill. Talk about that part of it.
Well, it started at the end of the season last year, and it really started as just something to do, so I could get on the field more and contribute more to the team.
Right.
So to help with that, we went with a lot of camps over the summer, and we met with a few people at the school and got with Coach Bennett to help me, and Coach Thompson. They were great helps.
What's the number one thing that you think, what did you have to learn, or what surprised you maybe about long snapping as you started getting into it and really started working on it?
Well, the biggest learning curve is consistency, because it's super easy to mess it up.
Right. And talk about the difference in there's a big difference in punting for snapping for a punt and snapping for a field goal or an extra point.
They're really kind of the same motion. It's just release points very different for the two of them. Because like a field goal, you're releasing it pretty close to the ground, and then punt, you're more up towards your knees.
Right. How about covering it? How about covering a punt? We haven't had to punt a whole lot yet, but tell me about your thoughts on running down and covering. That's where your defensive end work comes into play, right?
That's pretty fun to do, because if they don't call fair catch, you get a pretty good hit in, and you can get a chance of them dropping the ball.
You also have to have your head on a swivel so they don't get you, right?
Yeah, it's pretty easy to get juked out.
Well, good deal. Well, guys, thanks for coming on the show. We appreciate everything you do for Catamount Football. Stay right here, back with more in just a minute.
First Bank of Calhoun and First Bank of Dalton are proud to serve our communities, providing the products you need plus the personal service you expect from your hometown bank. We offer the latest technology, like customized instant-issue debit cards, InstaPay, and more. And with our experienced First Elite bankers, switching to First Bank has never been easier.
Stop by and see what sets us apart.
First Bank of Calhoun and First Bank of Dalton, your bank for life. Member FDIC.
Big things are happening at Hamilton. Anna Shaw Children's Institute, People's Cancer Institute, new physician practices near you, and Hamilton Medical Center is #1 for overall hospital care. Hamilton Healthcare System, health for life.
Are you tired of driving to Chattanooga to have a great dinner? Look no further than Walnut Hill Farm right here in Whitfield County. We are now serving dinner on Thursday and Friday nights. Our team of Matt Barrett and Jason Joseph have put together what we believe is the finest menu in Whitfield County. With a wine selection of over 50 bottles and 50 miles of mountain range in the background, this will be your go-to for romantic dinners and dinner with friends. We look forward to seeing you out here, 5 o'clock on Thursday and Friday nights.
Let's continue with our player interview segment. Guys, welcome to the show and introduce yourselves, please.
Jahmyr Gibbs, #1, running back, senior.
Manuel Vega, 73, senior, guard and tackle.
All right, Manny, let's start with you. So you've been playing for 3 years. So tell me, what do you think about our offensive line group this year and kind of the direction we're headed?
I think we're a really good O-line. We're really aggressive this year, and we're bigger now. We've been hitting the weight room harder.
Yep. We've got some guys that can move around to different positions. You can play guard and tackle. Brant can play center and guard. Idre play both guards. Christian Morgan play both tackles. So talk about your flexibility, being able to move between tackle and guard in the game. I mean, we'll alternate possessions, and sometimes you'll play tackle, sometimes you'll play guard.
I think it helps the O-line because if I go in for guard, I take Idre out for a couple plays, and if we get tired, that will help us regenerate our energy throughout the game. I think that's really good.
Yeah. Talk about our new guy, 74 Christian Morgan, came to us last December from Florida, and he's fit right in. Talk about playing with him and what you see out of him.
I really like playing with him. Let's say on a double team, we dominate our guy, and he's a really good guy.
Yeah, absolutely right.
Yes, sir.
You guys are all friends. Talk about the importance of the communication and the togetherness that I think that group has.
I think it's good that all of us are really good close. We're really good friends and close. I think that helps in the long run. Let's say week 15, we need to be communicating really good. If we don't, then I don't think we can make it happen.
I think from my point of view, coaching you guys, the mental part of your game has improved so much from last year to this year, and I'm talking you guys collectively, the whole group. I think do you feel more confident in what you're doing? You guys are able to understand the defenses better and what we're trying to get done?
Last year it was horrible. I mean, this year I think the whole O-line progressed really good. All of us know what to do and how to do it and all that stuff. Yeah.
Very good. All right. Thanks for coming on the show. Good job. Jahmyr, let's talk to you. Tell me, what have we got now? 12 touchdowns and 600 yards, something like that. So what do you credit the hot start to the season?
The whole line. They did an amazing job these past 2 games with the communication, opening holes for us. It's just been a great first start to the season.
Yeah, I think so too. And the young wide receivers blocking downfield. Talk about that. I mean, so many of your runs, you'll see number 3 or 5 or 25, somebody down there locked up on a cornerback or a safety, right?
Yeah, coaches talk to them about when we break a long run, finding someone upfield to block so we can score.
Yeah. I got to ask you about the hit number 10 had. How does that make you feel when you got your quarterback making those kind of blocks?
It makes me feel good that he's not scared to make them hits. I know he wasn't scared the way he approaches himself. So
yeah,
it was very exciting to watch him do that.
Yeah. So your progression as a running back. I mean, you had sophomore year was good, junior year was good, but you've really jumped up another a level so far this season. What do you attribute it to?
Well, I've gotten a lot bigger since last year. I gained almost 20 pounds. Then again, give it to them. They just do a good job. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, there's some runs though where we don't block many people, and you're able to make guys miss. A couple of linebackers got free Friday night, and you made a miss in the backfield, and went right down the field. So it was pretty exciting.
Yeah, that's I give that to Coach Martinez helping us with our running back drills.
Now, I know he's not demonstrating anything though. Like that.
No. He's not athletic enough to do that. He's too old.
How about you mentioned the weight room. Talk about the importance of that, of what you've done there, and with Coach Thompson and Coach Bennett and Coach Byrat's, those guys that work with you guys on the strength program.
Yeah, they've done a good job pushing us throughout the off season and our conditioning. Thanks to Coach Land, he's been pushing us every day after workouts.
Very good. Well, thanks for coming on the show, guys. Look forward to watching you the rest of the season. Stay right here. We'll be back for more in just a minute.
You know what makes Carpet Express different from other flooring companies? We care about you. So that you can make the right choice for your home, at Carpet Express we offer carpet, vinyl, wood, laminate, ceramic tile, and luxury vinyl tile. We don't only sell you a product. At Carpet Express, we offer quality installation backed by a warranty. We don't stock 1 or 2 products. At Carpet Express, we stock up to 100 different products in each category at affordable prices. So come to Carpet Express where we care about you.
So, how you guys doing?
My job starts in Portland in a month.
Can we find a buyer that fast? I think we're good. Our CBX app tells us who the best potential buyers are.
we can pinpoint where the hottest prospects are located, right on this map.
2 cities over.
It even lets us set the most accurate price.
Wow, it really does all that.
It really does all that.
Well, help us pack.
We're working on that.
Senior night. Why don't you just talk real quick why we do senior night early?
Well, I like to do senior night. I always get asked that, and I like to do it because I like for our leaders to be known.
Right.
I like for people to say, look, he's a senior. I like for our guys to feel the accountability of stepping out there in front and kind of saying, this is our team, this is our legacy. What we do is going to be based on how hard we work.
Absolutely.
And I think it's a good wake-up call for them.
Terrific crowd Friday night. Both sides of the stadium were packed.
Man.
I mean, this is what high school football is supposed to be.
No doubt.
We got to figure that whole thing out at some point. But
well, I think the thing that certainly you see is particularly in games like this, there's just no substitute when you're playing local teams.
Yep.
I mean, even if forget the competitiveness, just people like to see their local teams playing other teams. And sometimes you come to watch the other team's person or talent or whatever. So,
Absolutely.
I mean, it's fun to just go to those games.
Good read there by Landon on the inside zone, pulls it and gets up about 5 or 6 yards. The first play of the game, we missed Coach Thompson there getting taken out.
Yeah, how did we do that? That was a highlight, wasn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Great block by Idre Garcia right there, number 57. We don't have a replay of it, but he did a really nice job. And there's Jahmyr.
Great block right there by Hunter Nolan.
Or non-block.
A non-block,
yeah,
exactly.
Good to see it with his hands up. You'll see it. And you'll see here, we don't get identify the right linebacker, and Jahmyr just makes him miss. I told the guys when we were watching film, we've got to get the right ones because we're going to run into some linebackers.
Was that move you were working with the guys on that to the post-score move?
That.
I could see that. Excited for our kickers. We've got us 3 new kickers. We're kind of kicking by committee. Philemon Quintero and JJ Robledo and Pepe Lara. And they did an outstanding job tonight. Each one of them kicked one in the end zone. That's a good problem to have. We're not consistent, but we're late. We have the ability. This right here, Caleb Hernandez had 12 tackles the other night and clearly played probably one of the best games that he's played all year. Very, very sound. You see a great job right here by our defensive line. Once again, controlled the line of scrimmage. Love seeing these guys hustle. Good job right there. Mauricio Quintero coming up, forcing the ball back inside and certainly getting a big hit there. Certainly wanted to come up with that one, but couldn't. They roll out here to our right side. Did a good job right here of actually being in triple coverage right there, having a man underneath, inside, and then over the top.
Come back, get the ball back, running a little speed sweep there with Jahmyr, and man, he gets through the whole.
It doesn't take much
neither.
I mean, I thought that wasn't much there.
No, there wasn't a whole lot there. A little pressure right here. Good job of Landon of getting out and getting some positive yardage. Their noseman is a good player, and he and Saul had a big battle all night long.
They sure did.
Here comes the buck sweep again, and good job with Jahmyr. There's
good job by Manny.
Yep, Manny Vega. Brant went a little wide on that. We talked about that. He's got to turn up in the hole as soon as he sees Manny's numbers, just like the running backs do. Here's Josh Moore. I was glad to see Josh getting his hands on the football. He runs so hard.
And he is such a he's a power pack.
He is.
Truly in his clearest sense.
Inside zone down on the goal line.
Truth is, he's a starter at any team we play this year probably.
Oh, absolutely. Yep. He does a good job blocking too. He takes a lot of pride in his blocking.
Love to see that.
Yep, glad to see him running
Love
football.
to see that. Certainly deserving. Very deserving. Love to see our coaches and our players get excited over there and come out and meet those guys.
Extra point.
Good snap. Harrison Jones. Good hold by Parker Adams. 14-0.
Great shot of the crowd.
Yeah, that was a wonderful night that night, man. And here's the first of one of our touchbacks. Great job right there. Good job, Pepe Lara. Great job right there.
The Water Boys Bennett Water Boys down there on the sidelines.
That's right.
In that picture.
Right here, good job of Caleb Hernandez playing off the block. Lane Cox seeing an open door and running to it. Good job right here. Once again, another great job by Lane Cox. Coming in, John did a great job of not giving up contain and not letting him run outside. You'll see it right here from a different angle. John Ross is working. Right there's Parker Adams taking away the flat relief. And great effort from the backside. Love seeing that kind of excitement. Corey Gray getting in on action.
Little play action pass here, and just able to slide behind. Journey's able to slide behind the safety and wide open for a touchdown. That's what number one will do for you.
That's exactly right. There's 9 guys in the box. That free safety was stuck up there trying to make a tackle, and we just slipped him right in there behind him. Great call right here.
Yep. Good throw by Landon, too.
Absolutely. Coach is doing a good job up in the box telling us when that's open. Certainly made that call right there. Good timing on it. Once again, another good snap, good hold, good kick, and good blocking. Corrected a few things from last week when we got the one field goal blocked. Right here, they got the ball a little bit over midfield, and a great job right here. Good pursuit. The young man just literally drops the ball. And Caleb Hernandez comes up with the recovery. So just a great job there by our defense. And certainly that's what you want. You want to get a turnover. You'll see it right here real quick.
They just kind of lost a handle on it.
Yeah, just lost a handle.
Coach Martinez.
There he goes, getting everybody organized.
Run power right there. And
to the left side.
Yeah, and Jahmyr just winds it back around to the right side.
Yeah.
That's something.
Yeah, it is. And, just a great job right there blocking down the field.
Yep.
Saw Kareem Page doing a good job down the field. Love to see our guys get down there. You'll see
really good
lineman.
push by Christian Morgan right there at right tackle.
Absolutely. Another good shot. You see the crowd there. So here they run a little stretch. Our defense does an outstanding job. Once again, you see Caleb there on one of his 12 tackles. Little view here from the top, and you see right here another Caleb Hernandez tackle. He was in the right place at the right time a lot of times tonight. And then here is kind of an interesting play. He kicks it soccer style, gets it down the field, and the great ones can make and change their mind.
Yes.
But our guys do a good job, and right there you see a young man who clips right there. It is intentional. He says he didn't know. He didn't know he couldn't do that. So that goes back to our proof. You can't assume anything in this game. So anyhow, certainly it was, but a great job, individual effort, first of all, by Jahmyr reversing course, but a great job by the return team of taking its steps and turning around and giving him some protection.
And you can't block below the waist on him.
That's right.
Kicking play. So that's what
That's right. That's exactly right.
Good job by Landon here, reading the defense and just taking advantage of it.
Yeah, good job, Hunter, too, and good job there once again by Kareem Page. He had 3 big blocks down the field the other night.
Edre flying down the field, or that was Brant.
Brant, yeah,
53 and 57. And here's this is another RPO throw. Good job by the quarterback and the receiver being on the same page.
Good job right there, Journey Boston, cutting off the linebacker. It's a great job.
Two good downfield blocks. Good snap, good hold, good kick.
So 34-0. So now back to your point. It literally felt like it was 14-0 the last time I looked at the scoreboard, and then suddenly you look up and it's like, bam, 34-0. Defense is doing a good job of shutting them out, going 3 and out each time. Right here, had it right in his hands, sophomore Brady Penley. Could have taken that one to the house and gotten the paper for that one. Once again, good pursuit right here, good rush by our front 4, and a great job, John Ross, kind of cleaning up the mess.
Good protection, good throw and catch.
Yeah.
Here's a good ground level shot.
Good shot there of Landon also, just kind of physically seeing how he's truly changed.
Tried a little swing play right here, and
and so he swung it back to the other side.
He comes all the way, literally runs 50.
Great block right there.
There's the quarterback.
Quarterback getting 2 big hits right there.
Unfortunately, he got called back.
I mean, 2 big hits right there by Landon. So this is an opportunity for us to get a field goal. We wanted to work on that. And young man kicks a 37-yarder, Philemon Quintero. And so right there, I'm thinking, okay, that's it. That's good. That's good. Let's get out of the half and go inside. Great job, though. Our defense comes right back out, sticks some 3 and out right here. Comes down with a throw down the middle. Good job right there by Parker Adams. Certainly Northwest is still giving a good fight at this point.
You know, and we talked about it as a staff. We wanted to practice our 2-minute drill.
That's right. That's exactly right.
And you told the kids the goal is to get opportunity to kick the
I
field
did.
goal.
That's exactly right.
We wound up with a defensive coverage that.
Well, they have routes that they can run when they see coverages, and when those guys did what they did, which was a short yardage coverage, at least what played out, that may not have been what they called. And certainly our man did what he was supposed to do. Landon found him. We had great protection, good throw, good catch. And you certainly like the look of that, because the reality is with these 9-man boxes that we get, we should get some of those, more of those throws as the season goes on.
Absolutely.
Love the excitement, though. Love seeing those guys. So then it's 45-0.
Yep.
And so going in at halftime, good job there by the Red.
Home is a place where all are welcome. It's where the story begins. It's not a place, it's a feeling. Home is where the heart is. At Furniture of Dalton, we handpick each of our 150 brands so that you can find your perfect heart's desire. Come see what you've been missing at Carpets of Dalton and Furniture of Dalton, the destination that brings you home. Exit 328 off I-75.
Hi, I'm Dr. Reginald Sherrill. Are you tired of sweaty underarms and dealing with deodorant stains on your clothes? We're performing a procedure called Mirror Dry. It's safe, non-invasive, sweat and odor-free, deodorant-free. It is clinically proven and FDA approved. I've had the procedure and it really works. The procedure takes about 1 hour, it's local anesthesia, and works immediately. Call our office, Dalton Plastic Surgery, 706-226-3311. 706-226-3311.
Come back out at halftime, and it's good to see Coach Carpenter getting recognized as the Tom Jones Educator of the Year.
That's right.
So not only can our guys coach football, they can also teach a little bit, right?
That's right. Well, so proud of Kit. Kit's not only an outstanding defensive coordinator, he's also a great teacher. He's the administrator at one of our high schools, one of our auxiliary schools. And he does a great job with those kids that are at high risk, and does a good job of keeping them on pace and able to graduate, giving them a better chance in life. Here, our defense certainly had a great chance here to do something special. Love seeing the aggressiveness right here. Good job about Christian Lama playing off the block, and you love to see them tackle with some aggression. Certainly, you want to see that, especially now that we're getting into the heat of the schedule. Right there, just a situation. Great job by Christian Lama overplaying John right there, who gave up contain. You'll see it right here. Comes inside, and then a great job right there by Lama, and then just a big hit right there by Christian and Caleb Hernandez. And then right here, then they went back to this little soccer style, but at the end of the day, they were trying to choke it down so that he couldn't return it. Well, they kind of choked it down and went half speed, and Mauricio did a great job, who was only playing contain. That was not a block. He just go ahead and blocks it while he's in there. So great job of Mauricio being aware.
Get in the eye on the goal line, come back with power right here, and stick it in the end zone.
Yeah, great job right there by our offense, doing what we really like to do, probably more than anything. So got the ball right here. You see both our guys, A.J. Hernandez and Mauricio Quintero, playing in the boundary. You see right here, good read. Young man misses the block, and A.J. does a great job of getting around him, coming up, making a big hit for a loss. So 3rd and 5, and right here, great job, Mauricio. Good call by Coach Carpenter, bringing pressure on an inside stunt. And Mauricio, you'll see him come right through, untouched. Gets his hand up there, and then certainly right there a caused fumble, and that's what you like right there. Great job. Great job, and you see there one of our former Catamounts, Nate Mays, who's a graduate now of Wake Forest University with a degree and going to work in the business world.
Awesome. Here goes Maurice Howard running power and has a great run right here.
Yeah, Maurice Howard is going to be he's really going to be a good back.
Yep.
He's really going to be a good back.
He's another guy that would probably be a starter on a lot of other teams.
Absolutely, absolutely. And you'll see right here, got great acceleration, good vision. Good job right there. Love to see our firemen there in the fire truck getting excited. I remember a time where when you'd score, they'd turn that.
Oh yeah, that's right.
They'd play it.
Screen pass, about third and.
You made this call,
15.
didn't you?
No, I did not make this call. I was not 100% on board with this call when it was called.
When I called this, I'm hearing it in my thing. Are you sure you want to do this on the goal line?
I was a little worried about that one, but nice job of executing it.
Yeah.
Good job of Hunter and. Jahmyr had blocked that guy.
Great job of Jahmyr getting down front, but he outran the guy he should have blocked.
Right.
So it's a good problem to have.
Here comes Maurice again. Good push by the guys downfield. Great block there by Karim. And you can see Maurice in the end zone.
Yep. And a great job there, Fabio Garcia getting down, and you'll see him right here. He's going to run 64 right there, trying to get in the action. Great big block right there by Karim Page. And once again, it was after penalty after the play, which we don't like.
Nope.
And certainly we'll address that on Monday at practice. Once again, another great play here by Parker Adams. Spins down from the safety. They do pick up a first down.
Got a lot of mixing and matching going on with defense now. Young guys, some older guys in there. Different people working them in. See, this is our second offensive group. There's Maurice, big hit. Manny come over and congratulate him. See.
Oh yeah.
Boink.
Ooh, got to keep your head up, young man.
Another good run. Got to get this JV second team offensive line, get these guys developed, get them working.
Great read right there.
Great read. Good run by Ashton.
Yeah, great job. Good to see those sophomores right there getting a lot of playing time right there. That was good.
Yeah. Once again, the old running clock gets us. We only got one possession in that fourth quarter. Just, freeze the scoreboard, do something.
And then the presentation of the Friday Night Rivals Trophy, which was fun with those guys. Love to see those guys get excited about that kind of stuff.
Absolutely.
First Bank of Calhoun and First Bank of Dalton are proud to serve our communities, providing the products you need plus the personal service you expect from your hometown bank. We offer the latest technology, like customized instant-issue debit cards, InstaPay, and more. And with our experienced First Elite bankers, switching to First Bank has never been easier.
Stop by and see what sets us apart.
First Bank of Calhoun and First Bank of Dalton, your bank for life. Member FDIC.
Big things are happening at Hamilton. Anna Shaw Children's Institute, People's Cancer Institute, new physician practices near you, and Hamilton Medical Center is #1 for overall hospital care. Hamilton Healthcare System, health for life.
Are you tired of driving to Chattanooga to have a great dinner? Look no further than Walnut Hill Farm right here in Whitfield County. We are now serving dinner on Thursday and Friday nights. Our team of Matt Barrett and Jason Joseph have put together what we believe is the finest menu in Whitfield County. With a wine selection of over 50 bottles and 50 miles of mountain range in the background, this will be your go-to for romantic dinners and dinner with friends. We look forward to seeing you out here, 5 o'clock on Thursday and Friday nights.
All right, Coach, let's talk a little bit about Sequoyah. Yep. When you watch them on film, first thing pops to mind, they're very aggressive, very physical.
Absolutely. And what they do defensively and what they do offensively certainly matches that style of play. And that's what they want. I think they experimented a couple of years with spread offense and trying to be a little more, and they lost their personality. And so last year kind of went back to that, certainly found their personality. Had a good team last year, retained a lot of those guys, but this is another senior-heavy team as last year. So there'll be a team that's going to be a matchup for us. To speak about them offensively, they're wing T, something we don't see a lot. In fact, we'll really only see this team until possibly in the playoffs. So, but they are a team that's going to always have a tight end, 2 wings, a split, and one back, and they're going to, basically bring the guys in motion. And it's the old offense that you remember. It's trap, it's belly, buck sweep, and waggle.
Pound you.
Pound you. Yeah, that's right. And certainly they did that to us last year. Yeah. And so we feel like this year, we got an idea of what that looks like. In the past, the only team that had done that to us was Ridgeland. That ran the wing T. So like I said, gives us an opportunity now to see that. That's offense. Defense.
Defensively, they like to be in a 4-man front, but they're also getting a 3-man front. So we'll see some of both. Not huge up front, but really aggressive, fast guys. Linebackers are fast. They'll like to walk them up in the line of scrimmage and back out, walk them up. So it'll be a challenge, I think, for the offensive line guys this week. We got to get our hats on the right people and keep our feet going and really get after them.
Secondary, they're going to play man coverage. They're going to try to play a little bit of cover 4 where those deep safeties play. And I think you'll see more of that. As we've evolved as an offense, we're seeing it. Literally, they go from Ringo to Northwest. You went from 7 in the box to last week almost 9 in the box, or at least 8.5. We had a cheater there, and once we found him, that kind of changed the game plan.
Those 250 passing yards that Landon had are really going to benefit us
absolutely.
As we go down the line. People are going to see that film and say,
that's right.
We can't load it up.
That's right. That's exactly right.
All right, very good. We'll be back in just a minute after these messages.
Hi, my name is Charles R. Hicks Sr. I'm the owner of Transformers Transmission Complete Auto Repair Specialist, and we are excited. It is football season. Another thing that we're excited about is our new facility opening here at 844 Sugar Road in Dalton, Georgia. Our other location at 815 East Walnut Avenue is still open to help continue your car service. So just give us a call at 706-529-2706. And from the Transformers family, God bless and have a beautiful day.
With VidLink, OptiLink's exciting new entertainment platform, you'll have the freedom to stream VidLink content on multiple devices, even when away from home. Plus, with VidLink, you can access the widest array of content on the market. You'll get great features like Restart, Replay, cloud-based DVR storage, all HD programming, and so much more. Contact us today to see how you can get linked to the next big thing in video entertainment.
Train like a pro at Performance Sports Academy. Get one-on-one training from former professional and collegiate players, featuring indoor baseball and softball training facilities, ground ball area, 3 pitching mounds, and 4 batting cages. Performance Sports Academy is also available for team rentals. Call 706-537-3169 today and train like a pro at Performance Sports Academy.
Back to Catamount Football Show. And Coach, let's talk a little bit about got our first bye week coming up. Talk a little bit about your thoughts and what we want to get accomplished during this bye week period.
Well, I made a comment on television the other night, and I really meant it. And speaking with our radio people, we're going to prepare this week for the most dangerous team we'll face all year long, ourselves. I've heard that my whole life. Coach Chappell said it. Coach Dye said it when I was at Auburn. Certainly, Coach McClurg said it. And it's true. You've got to take some time to look at yourself. So this is a week. We're not going to think about Sequoyah. We're not going to look down the road. Right now, we've got to look at ourselves. We've got to look at our tendencies, see what we're doing offensively, see what we're doing defensively. We need to look at personnel again, just kind of revisit that and make sure we've got the right people on the field at the right time and in the right places. And then third, I think it's really a week, and you certainly, we've talked about this before, it's also a week that you rest, not like the way you work, but you certainly change the way you work. And it's focused more on making sure the mental part of the game is where it needs to be. And you take those young guys, though, and you do grind them because they're still trying to earn their way on the field. So those guys that are playing, you kind of know what they're doing. You know what they're capable of. You've seen them against competition. But there's another tier of guys that are trying to work their way up into that that I think this week we still got to open back up some competitions, do some board drills, a little bit of the drill formerly known as Oklahoma, and some things like that. Some half line scrimmage, things like that. That's controlled. Certainly, you don't want to be stupid, but at the same time, you got guys we're still looking for depth. We're still looking for those 16, 17, 18, 19th guy that comes in on offense or defense. And so this is going to be a very, very important week to us.
Getting the sub-varsity schedule in full swing. Had a JV game last week up at Ottawa, and then got
good win too.
Yep, good win, and got the freshmen playing this week and the JV up at Baylor.
That's right. Freshmen playing on Monday against Macaulay at home, and then we go Thursday with our JV to Baylor. And we're doing it now. I'm going to tell you, and just to take a moment, John Patrick, Chase Pritchett, Jamie Johnson, Gabe Majorkirth, and Bo Blackwood, those guys have done an outstanding job working with our freshman coaches. And I think we've done a good job with our schedule as well, migrating those guys at times into working with our varsity guys, just so they're graphic learners. So when you're telling them to do a drill, they need to see these older guys do it. The thing I've liked, though, is seeing some of our older guys take some ownership and kind of teach and coach these guys. But they've done an outstanding job. Looking forward to a very, very good season out of them. Some of these guys are going to have to probably step up and play a little bit more, at least on JV, as we go through the season, but possibly even some varsity depth. So we've really got to kind of begin to accelerate these guys and get them ready to play.
Well, and certainly for the 2020 season, when you look at the number of seniors on both sides of the football, there's going to be a lot of open jobs, and those guys are going to have a
absolutely. And why don't you talk just a minute? I mean, as far as the JV week, you don't really get that practice time with them. How do you prepare? Because you're coaching our offense, but certainly you and Jamie Penny, who's coaching our defense.
We try to. When we have special teams periods, as we get into JV season, instead of working with the varsity guys, because we always go down the corner and work offensive line, we'll put the JV guys up. We'll work with them there. Let the varsity guys be the defense. We just try to get every opportunity we can during Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday to get them some work before we play on Thursday, and then we'll have an opportunity with the team period here or there occasionally. But they don't get a lot of work. They've got to learn things on the fly.
Well, and they're learning 2 offenses and 2 defenses every week. They've got to be the scout team, doing the other team's offense and defense that week, and then certainly their own.
Absolutely.
So, anyhow.
Before we wrap up real quick, thanks to the quarterback club. Thanks to the fans. Great home opener.
Just a very quick shout out to our athletic department. They did an outstanding job for senior night. Certainly love seeing the band, the JRTC, the cheerleaders, all of our people out there. Wonderful job by the parents, senior parents, getting there, being a part of that. And then last, certainly, like I said, just the quarterback club does an outstanding job providing and promoting, to me, the greatest high school experience in high school football right now, which is here at Dalton High School. Want to invite people to be a part of it.
Absolutely. We'll wrap up the show like we always do. Say we'll be back next week, same cat time, same cat channel.
Go Big Red.